Plaintiff Spencer Heckwolf is suing his former friend Raymond Sharp for unpaid loans and interest. Spencer says he met the defendant at a casino and then loaned him money to support his gambling habit. Raymond says he has won over $40,000 gambling and even considered playing poker as a career, but now he has no money left.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Jeanine Pirro presiding. You may be seated.
Okay, this afternoon, Spencer Heckwolf is suing Raymond Sharp. He is suing his former friend for unpaid loans and interest. Go ahead, Spencer, why are you here?
First of all, I just want to start out. I think of myself as a pretty upstanding guy. I mean, I don't drink or do drugs or do any of that kind of behavior. Right now, I'm educating people on politics, and I'm actually working on the Obama campaign.
What do you do in the Obama campaign?
I do a bunch of canvassing. I work in Nevada and knock on doors, make phone calls. In late 2004, I met Ray at Casino Morongo. It's near Palm Springs, California. Mm-hmm. And we were playing poker there, and he seemed like a really cool guy. We were hanging out, talking, figured out we lived pretty close to each other. About 8 months later, we went to go play poker, and that's where I lent him the money. About a year after that, I transferred to the same college he was going to, and I kind of figured out his kind of true colors. True colors started coming out after I
all right, tell me about you loaned him the money.
Yeah.
What money did you loan him? How much?
It was $800 total. It's a whole complicated story, but it's basically $700.
Where did $800 come from?
Because at a later date, I lent him $200 and then negotiated down to $700.
So what are you suing him for?
$700 plus the owed interest on it.
Okay, fine. All right, so tell me about the circumstances of the loan. How is it that you ended up giving him a loan?
Well, we went around 8 o'clock and banks aren't open then, and you can only get X amount of money out of an ATM. So I had a couple $1,000s on me, which sounds crazy, but in the poker world, it's pretty normal.
Sounds crazy to me. You're a college student?
Well, yeah. At the time, I was on scholarship, and I had.
So you're walking around with $2,000 in your pocket?
No, only when I went to go play poker, which
I feel better.
No, only when I go play poker. It does sound crazy, but if you ask anyone in the poker world, it's completely normal.
Well, you know what? I'll ask people in the real world. Sound crazy to you?
Yeah. No, yeah. It is crazy in the real world.
Yeah.
It is crazy in the real world.
Okay.
I totally agree.
All right. So you're going to this casino and you loan him $600. How does it come about that you loan him $600?
Here's $600 because he was playing, I don't know what, a $300 to $500 game. Yeah.
First of all, what are you doing at a casino?
Poker's actually become a sport, so it's kind of a possible career.
How much have you won in playing poker that you were considering it a possible career?
I've won. I don't have anything to show for it now, but I've won over $40,000.
What'd you do with the $40,000?
Use it to live and travel.
Okay, but aren't you in school?
Yes, I am.
Where do you go to school?
Cal Poly Pomona.
And what year are you?
I am my 5th year.
You're working on a lot of stuff.
Yes, I am. I'm very busy.
You're very busy.
Mm-hmm.
Should you be busy paying him the $600 he loaned you?
No, I shouldn't.
Why?
I've been such a good friend that, how is he saying that he's working with the Obama campaign? Mm-hmm. I've actually gave him his start with his first job working on the Arnold Schwarzenegger campaign. I have a good relationship with...
Whoa, did you work on the Schwarzenegger campaign?
I worked for a company associated with them, but not directly on the campaign. It was voter registration.
Yeah.
All right, so you don't go one way and then go the other way.
No. It wasn't campaign work. It was.
No, it was for the Arnold Schwarzenegger campaign because they only gave a sign for Arnold Schwarzenegger. So.
Well, he's denying that.
Yes,
no,
definitely.
it was for the Schwarzenegger campaign. It was funded by them, but it wasn't like the same thing I'm doing right now. It was going out and getting people registered to vote.
For Schwarzenegger.
Let me explain something to you.
Let me explain something to you.
Your Honor.
As someone who's run for office many times.
Yeah.
All right? Mm-hmm. You don't just go out for a candidate and say, just register to vote for anybody. You say, here's a registration and vote for Schwarzenegger, not and vote for anybody you want.
Of course, I directed him that said, well, Arnold Schwarzenegger is running for office and he's...
Thank you very much.
No, I understand.
All right, now back to you, okay. Raymond. All right.
Well, along with the job,
so you meet him at a casino. That's a bad start. Okay.
Well, actually, I had won a big pot, and then that's when he's initiated the conversation.
So why is he loaning you money?
Well, that was a different occasion. This has been dragged out for 3 years. So,
How is it he gives you $600?
Okay, he's saying that I should go to the casino. I'll give you the money. I'm like, I don't have the money. I spent all my money. It's the summer. It's the time where I work. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't have the money to go to the casino. It's like, I'll loan you $600. I'll loan you $600 to go to the casino with me tonight. So
Okay.
he goes and picks me up and drives us to the casino. I have a bad night that night. He has a good night. So with that said, there's various accounts where he offered that I owed him nothing.
Huh?
He said multiple times throughout our relationship, because
That's a
like
lie.
I said, this was way back in 2005.
Yeah.
And 2006, we were still friends.
Okay,
2000
now you say that's a lie.
That's a bold-faced
Let
lie.
me
I
ask
never,
you a
ever said
question,
that. That's a
Spencer.
bold-faced
You're
lie.
both college students.
Yeah.
Did you get anything in writing?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, you want to see it?
Yeah.
I have a signed promissory note, notarized.
Yeah. 2.5 years after the date, Your Honor.
Raymond Bernard Scharf agrees to pay Spencer Eugene Heckwolf $700 by August 1st of 2007 for a personal loan Spencer Eugene Heckworth has given to Raymond Bernard Scharf. Payment is not received by this date. A monthly rate of 10% interest will incur with mandatory payment of interest on a monthly basis. This is very good. You did this?
3 years of mock trial.
Okay.
In June.
All right. So do you want to look at this?
Oh, no, I've seen it.
Oh,
But
you've seen it.
This
Did
is
you
why
sign it?
I say that I don't owe him any money.
Okay,
Because
why not?
When
You
he
signed
was,
it.
Well, when he was transferring to Cal Poly Pomona, I let him stay in my apartment free of charge to pay back the debt that I know I couldn't have paid in cash. And he agreed verbally that would pay back. So
That's another lie.
And when was this time that he moved into the room that you had? What was the date of
in
that?
September 16th, I believe,
Of what year?
of 2000. Oh, goodness.
2006.
2006, correct.
Okay, good. So in September 2006, you say you had a verbal agreement with the plaintiff that he would move into your room in exchange for the money you owed him.
Yes.
Okay.
And
That's
in
a lie.
addition, before he moved in with me, that was the job that I gave him where we worked together. And he said verbally then, too, that I didn't have to pay him back also.
That's another lie.
How many lies have you counted so far?
More than I can count.
What you're saying is you don't owe him anything. And by the way, when he moved into this room, he was paying rent for the room, right?
No, he was not.
Are you saying you paid for the room?
Yes, I paid for everything.
How much?
It was $800 a month.
How many months?
He stayed 3 months.
So 3 months you paid $800. Did you live in that place for 3 months?
I was there for like 7 or 8 nights.
You were.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
Your Honor.
the
7
reason
or
we
8
agreed
nights.
on 700 is because he owed me 800, and I said, "Fine. You want to knock off some of the debt?" I said, "How about 100?" He said, "Fine."
So you're saying at best he gets $100 knocked off the money he owes you.
That's what we agreed on.
No.
And you're saying that at worst you owe him nothing because
And he owes me money, in fact.
Yes, because
Yes.
you paid the equivalent of $2,400 for 3 months.
Yes.
What about the interest? You're charging interest on this, Spencer?
Yeah, I just made it interest bearing to try to give him some incentive because he's so unmotivated and so lazy. So I tried to give him some incentive to pay me.
Okay, so the incentive is the interest is 10% interest, and that is a monthly
and
rate?
That's not compounding either.
Okay, 10% a month. Okay, anything else you want to say?
Yeah, he lied. I was there for 7 or 8 nights. I wasn't there for 3 months. I got into student housing in about middle of October. It was $650 a month. It was not $800 a month.
All right, what else do you want to say?
I want to add that I definitely did all the cooking. We made an agreement. We made an agreement. If I cooked, he would clean, but he doesn't even know how to clean a dish. He would 2-finger the sponge and try and figure out how to clean, and I'd have to wash the dishes behind him. I tried and introduce him to my friends, but he's very uptight, is very nerdy. And also, he wore pants up to his chest, knee-highs, socks up to
Your Honor,
his
this is a lie.
knees.
This is all a lie.
It was ridiculous.
Your Honor, this is all a lie. This is all a bold-faced lie.
It's not a
Lying right in
lie.
your face.
It,
This
maybe
should
from
be a
his
lesson to
perspective.
both of you. Do not befriend someone you meet at a casino. Okay, that's lesson number 1. Now, the issue for the court is very simple. Is a defendant liable to the plaintiff for unpaid loans? Now, here's how we figure it. The defendant says that the money that was given to him was money that he essentially paid back and money that basically the plaintiff owed to him at the end of the day. Is that correct?
Correct.
And the plaintiff is saying, not only did I loan the guy the money, but I have a statement signed by him dated February 24th, 2007, where he admits that he owes me $700 by the 1st of 2007 and a monthly rate of 10% interest, all right, which is signed by you.
Correct.
Now, what I find especially curious If I were to believe your version, and that is in September of 2006, you paid for a room for him at the cost of $800 a month or $650 a month, I don't really care, then there is no way that, in May of 07, which is many months after September of 06, that you would then sign a statement saying, I owe you the money.
Correct.
Okay? Don't say a word, because I got you.
Oh, no,
okay, that's
I
number one.
understood.
Okay? Now here's number two, Mr. Smarty, okay, with 3 years of mock trial. Let me explain something to you. You cannot charge 10% a month interest. It's called usury.
I know, I figured that out.
Yeah, well, you
later.
figured it out too late because you're right on the record here. That is a crime. In California, as in many states, charging interest of 10% or more a year is illegal. There are exceptions. Credit card companies, don't ask me why they have an exception. Every time you miss a payment, they hit you with 28, 29%, but I digress. Now, you cannot charge 10% a month, okay? So don't be so smart. Oh. Now, here's the bottom line. You're both in a casino. You should be in college, working, doing what you're supposed to work. Stop gambling. At the end of the day, what I have here is an agreement that is enforceable for $700. You can get $70 in interest. And as far as I'm concerned, that makes it $770 for the plaintiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.